Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week, get everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news of some economic wobbles in the US. Firstly, American economic growth slowed markedly to 1.9% in the fourth quarter advance estimate, as a sharp drop of shipments of soybeans to China weighed on exports. But steady consumer spending and rising business investment showed good strength in domestic demand. While below most expectations, the result was the second highest growth level in 5 years and brought the rate for the calendar year to 1.6%. No doubt Wall Street will fall when it opens later tonight. However, American consumers expressed a higher level of confidence in January than at any other time in the last dozen years. The post-election surge in confidence was driven by a more optimistic outlook for the economy and job growth during the year ahead, as well as more favourable economic prospects over the next 5 years. Consumers also reported much more positive assessments of their own current financial situation due to gains in both incomes and household wealth, and anticipated the most positive outlook for their personal finances in more than a decade. Another advance report for durable goods orders in January was out over the weekend, and that showed weakness too. It was down for the second consecutive month. In China, a Chinese phone maker's default of $230 million in bonds has rippled through a secondary internet investment marketplace, hitting investors who hadn't even bought the securities. Default by phone maker Cosen Group is one of the most high-profile failures to hit China's sprawling network of internet-based financial firms. It is an embarrassment for Alibaba because its affiliate Ant Financial owns the investment marketplace where the bonds were sold. Overseas investment from China in residential, commercial and industrial property totaled $46 billion in 2016, up more than 50% from a year earlier, as Chinese buyers snapped up office buildings, hotels and residential land. This points to potentially disruptive impact of the tighter capital controls imposed late in the year to discourage outbound money flows. In New York, US Treasury 10-year yield ended last week at 2.49%. Oil prices are lower today, now just under $53 for the US benchmark, while the Brent benchmark is just under $55.50 a barrel. The gold price is marginally higher at $1,188 an ounce. And the New Zealand dollar was also higher at 72.6 US cents. On the cross rates, we're at 96.2 Aussie cents, and against the euro, 67.9 euro cents. The TWI is still very high at 78.3. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.